What is this red house? Do you remember this red thing?
House. House.
It's Snoopy's house, and it's like the top part of the house. That's called the rooftop. The rooftop of the house. Yeah.
Yes.
And Snoopy is talking to the bird, the yellow bird, and he's telling him a story, right? And he's telling him a story. Do you remember about what was the story? Is he talking about a movie that he watched, or is he talking about an animal that we found on the street?
Yes.
What is the story about?
They are on the top. And Snoopy and Bart are talking.
Yes.
But wind is
very strong. Yeah. So what happened to the bird?
So Bart's gone.
Yes. Yeah. The bird is just like the wind is so strong, but the bird is very weak. It's, so he just flies away. He's just suddenly the wind takes him and is flying away. And what happens? Like the bird is flying, is trying to fly very, very hard, and he goes back to the rooftop.
Yes.
And what happens then?
But Snoopy is they are talking.
Okay, yeah, Snoopy starts telling him the story again.
Yes.
So he's talking about this cat that he found on the street. And while he's talking, what happens?
Wind is very, very strong.
Yes.
So Bart is flying away.
Yes, yes, exactly. So he starts telling him the story again, but the wind is so strong, so the bird, like the wind takes the bird, and the bird is flying away. And once again, the bird is trying again so hard, he's flying very hard, and he goes back to the rooftop. Yeah, and what happens?
Okay. They are talking.
Again, yeah. Snoopy starts for the third time. For the third time, he starts telling him the same story. Like, okay, so as I was saying, there was this bird that I found on the street, and he was this tall, and he was this color, and what he was doing. And he's talking, and what happens for the third time?
But the wind is very, very, very strong. So Bart is fly away.
Again, for another time, the wind is very, very strong, so he is flying away. Yes. And what happens here? Like, what can we see? Ooh, how is Snoopy feeling here?
Snoopy is feeling very angry.
Yeah, why?
Because Bart is gone.
Yeah, because he was trying to talk to his friend, the bird, but he was trying to tell him the story for the first time, like he was telling the story about the cat, but the bird is flying away. So then the bird goes back to the rooftop and he starts telling him the story for the second time. And he's telling him the story, and suddenly again the bird is flying away because of the wind. And then for the third time, the bird goes back to the rooftop, and then Snoopy starts telling him the story. But again, the bird is so strong that he takes the wind is so strong that he takes the bird away. So Snoopy gets angry and he says, "Forget it. It's impossible to talk him on a windy day because every time that he's trying to talk to the bird and it's a windy day, it happens the same thing. The same thing happens over and over. So when it's windy, he's like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to the bird on a windy day because he just flies away and cannot listen to my story. Right? Yes. Okay. So that's what we did the last time. So today I prepared a new story about Snoopy. Okay. Okay, so this is the story. Okay. So remember Snoopy's friend, do you remember his name?
Charlie.
Charlie, yes. So in the first picture, we can see Snoopy is walking to Charlie's house. He's walking and instead of knocking on the door, knock, 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 he just like hits the door with his feet. And we can see the sound making bam, bam, bam. That's the sound of him knocking on the door. Yeah. So Charlie comes out of the house and they are talking and they were supposed to meet. They were gonna meet to have fun together. But Snoopy got there a little bit later than expected. They were supposed to meet at 5. But Snoopy got to the house at 5:30. So Charlie is talking to him and he says, "Oh, I think you're a little late because they were supposed to meet earlier." Yeah. So Snoopy is just listening to Charlie and they are talking and Charlie says, "Oh, haven't you heard the news?" And Snoopy's like, "What news? What happened? What are these big news?" So here, can you read what Charlie, wait. Can you read what Charlie says here?
The then
There's
there's a world
worldwide
wide
cookie
shortage.
shortage. Yes, he says there's a worldwide cookie shortage. And what does this mean? This means that in worldwide means all the world or all the world, all the planet Earth. There's not enough cookies. Snoopy loves to eat cookies, but there's not enough cookies because people have been buying a lot of cookies. So now, there's in all over the world, they don't have cookies. They have run out of cookies. They don't have more cookies. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. What's going on in the beginning? We can see Snoopy, and what is he doing? Here, what's Snoopy doing?
Jump.
Where is he going to?
I don't know.
Okay, we can see Snoopy. He's walking and he's going to Charlie's house. Okay, because Snoopy lives close to Charlie's house, but he's going to Charlie's house because he's supposed to meet him, and they are supposed to meet to have fun together. And he gets to the house and he knocks on the door, but instead of knock knock knock, we can see in this screen, can you see what it says? Can you read it?
I think you're too late.
Okay, I think you're a little late. So Charlie and Snoopy, they were supposed to meet at 5 p.m. But Snoopy forgot and he got there a little bit late. So he arrived at 5:30 p.m. So then he's talking to Charlie, and Charlie said, "Oh, we were supposed to meet earlier and you arrived late. It's 5:30 and we were supposed to meet at 5 p.m." So then they are talking, and in the next picture we can see that Charlie says something to Snoopy. It's like, "Oh, haven't you heard the big news? There's some very big news." And what does Charlie say? He says, "There's a worldwide cookie shortage." And do you know what that means?
Then
There's a worldwide cookie shortage. You can see first worldwide. Worldwide. Do you know what that means? Worldwide means all the world. Okay.
yes,
And cookie. Cookie, you know what's a cookie, right?
yes.
Do you like cookies?
Need it.
Huh?
Did it.
You like cookies?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So there's worldwide in all the world, all the planet, cookie shortage. And shortage means that they sold all the cookies. So there's no cookies on the world. If you go to the store, if you go to the supermarket, there's no cookies. Okay. So in the next, and Snoopy loves to eat cookies, but right now, he's like, "Oh, there's no more cookies in the world. What am I gonna do?" So in the next picture, we can see Charlie, and what is he saying? What does he say?
I have the egg to the fox you.
Where can you read this?
There one, two,
There's only one.
Yes, one.
There's only one cookie left in the whole world.
There are only one cookies. The wood, the white.
Okay, so he says there's only one cookie left in the whole world. And what does that mean? It means that whole world, it also means all the world, all the planet, whole world. So in the whole world, there's just one cookie left. And who has that cookie? Do you know who has that cookie? Charlie has that cookie. And what in the next picture we can see here, he says, "Oh, look, I had it framed for you." He put it in a frame. Charlie had that cookie, and he put it in a frame like when you put a picture, you are maybe at your house, you have pictures of you when you were younger or your parents, and they are in this kind of square, and you have pictures printed at home. So that's a frame. So Charlie got that cookie and he put it in a frame to save it for Snoopy. So he can have it as a memory at his house, because that's the one cookie that's left in the world. There's just one cookie in the world, and Snoopy has that cookie now. Okay, do you understand? Okay. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So in the next picture, we can see Snoopy, and he's walking back home. And what does he have in his hands? He has that frame with the cookie. And how does Snoopy look?
Snoopy has cookie box.
And how does Snoopy look here? How is he feeling?
So.
So? Yeah, he looks a little bit sad. You can see his eyebrows, but he's like a little bit sad. Okay. And in the next picture, here we cannot tell because this picture is in black and white, but he's sitting on his rooftop. Here he's sitting here. That's his red house, yeah, on the rooftop. And he just has the cookie next to him, and he's looking at the frame with the cookie, and he's feeling sad, and he's hungry because Bill always is hungry, and he loves eating cookies. So he's looking at the cookie in the frame, and he's thinking, oh, that's the last cookie in the world, and I have it here with me. It's mine. And he's looking at the cookie again and again and again, and he wants to eat it. So in the next picture, we can see Snoopy again. He's just thinking about the cookie, and he's feeling sad because that's the only cookie that's in the world. That's the only cookie left in the world. There's just one cookie in the world. So he's looking at the cookie again, thinking, oh, I want to eat it. But if I eat it, I'm never gonna be able to eat cookies again. But yeah.
Alright,
Can you repeat it? I cannot hear you.
No.
Is it okay? Are you understanding? Are you understanding? Yes? Little?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay? So in the beginning, we can see Snoopy, and he's walking to Charlie's house. Yeah? Yes, you mean?
Yeah.
In the beginning, here, we can see Snoopy. He's walking to Charlie's house, and he arrives at Charlie's house, and he knocks on the door. Pam, pam, pam. That's Snoopy knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So Charlie comes out of the house, and they were supposed to meet. They were supposed to meet to have fun together, to play together. So, but they were meeting at 5. But Snoopy arrived late. So Snoopy is talking to Charlie, and he says, and Charlie says to Snoopy, "I think you're a little late. We were supposed to meet at 5, but you arrived too late." So in the next picture, they are still talking, and Charlie, what does Charlie say to Snoopy? Here. What does Charlie say?
Are there are rings?
Haven't you heard?
There
Haven't you heard? Yeah. So Charlie is telling him about news, some information that he heard. And what's this information? That there's a worldwide cookie shortage. There's not enough cookies in the whole world. There's only one cookie left in the whole world. In the whole world, in the whole planet Earth, there's just one cookie. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. And do you know who has that cookie?
Snoopy.
Yeah, Charlie has that cookie. In the next picture, we can see here. We can see Charlie, and what is he holding?
Where could my
Okay, look, he's okay, so we can see Charlie is holding a frame. A frame. Do you know in your house when you have pictures like this?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a picture frame, a photo with a frame. Yeah. So Charlie is holding a frame, and what is inside the frame? Instead of a picture, instead of a photo, there's a cookie. Can you see it? Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. So it's a frame, but instead of putting a picture in it, he put the one cookie. He put the last cookie of the world inside that frame. Yeah. So he gives the cookie frame. He gives the frame with the cookie inside to Snoopy to keep it as a memory, to just remember, to be for him to remember cookies, because there's no cookies in the world. That's the last cookie. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So then Charlie gives the frame to Snoopy, and Snoopy is going home. He's going home, and he's walking home holding the frame in his hands. He's holding the frame and looking at the cookie because he loves to eat cookies. But there's only one cookie left in the world. So he's walking home looking at the frame, and he's feeling very sad because he's not going he will not be able to eat cookies anymore, because that's the last cookie in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he arrives home, and he's sitting in the rooftop, and he's sitting in the rooftop of his house. That normally that rooftop is the rooftop, and it's the red rooftop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's sitting, where is he sitting? Remember here? Remember this story that we just talked about?
Yes.
Where were the Snoopy and the bird? Where were they sitting? Rooftop, yes. Rooftop of Snoopy's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this picture, now Snoopy is also sitting. It's the same house. So Snoopy is sitting on the rooftop of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has, what does he have next to him? What is this?
Cookies. Picture.
Yeah, okay. It's not a picture. It's a real cookie.
Cookie.
The real cookie, but it's inside the frame. It's inside a frame. Like normally you put pictures in that frame, but instead of a picture, Charlie put the real cookie inside to save it as a memory. Okay. So he has the cookie frame next to him, and what is Snoopy doing?
Snoopy doing eat the cookie.
Okay, Snoopy first is looking at the cookie. He keeps looking at the cookie. He's looking once, and another time he's looking all the time to the cookie. Why? Because Snoopy wants to eat the cookie. He's hungry, so he wants to eat the cookie. And in the end, what happens? He cannot hold on. He cannot resist. He's been just looking at the picture for a very long time, but he cannot hold anymore. So he just gets the cookie from the frame and he eats it. Yes.
Yeah.
And what does he say? What normally what do you put inside the frame? Normally, what do you put? What is this? Do you have a frame, and what do you have inside the frame? What is this? We can see two pictures on the frame inside the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally we use these frames to put pictures inside. But so Snoopy got the cookie from inside the frame and he ate it. And what is he thinking? He says, I can always put my grandmother's picture in it. Because he got the cookie from inside the frame and he ate it. So now the frame is empty. But he says, oh, it's okay. Because I can, instead of the cookie, I can just get a picture and put it. I can get a picture from my grandma and put it in the frame. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's do it one more time. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the beginning. And what's going on here?
Snoopy. You are walk.
He's walking.
Yes.
Where?
Going to Charlie's house.
Yes. Yes. And he arrives to Charlie's house, and what does he do? So Snoopy arrives to Charlie's house, and does he ring the bell, ding dong, or does he knock on the door? He knocks on the door. Yeah. And we can see in the picture it says pam, pam, pam. Yeah. That's the sound of Snoopy knocking on the door. Yeah. So Charlie comes out of the house. And what are they doing? What are Snoopy and Charlie doing?
Charlie, okay, it's talking.
Mm-hmm. And what does Charlie say to Snoopy? What does Charlie say here? Can you read that? Can you read it? Can you see it? Little? Okay. And now, can you read it? Here. Here. Can you see it? Can you see this?
I think you are little like
Late? I think you're a little late. Yes? Do you know why he's saying that? Why is Charlie saying that?
there one the cook the thirteen.
So Charlie and Snoopy, they decided to meet at 5 p.m. in the afternoon, but Snoopy arrived late. Yeah?
Yeah.
So Charlie is telling Snoopy, oh, you are late. You arrived too late. So we go to the next picture, and Snoopy and Charlie, they are still talking. They are talking, and they are just talking about anything. And suddenly Charlie says, oh, haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? What does he say here?
There wondered
There's a worldwide cookie shortage. And he's telling him the news, and he's like, oh, there's a worldwide cookie shortage. That means there's no more cookies in the world. We're not gonna be able to eat more cookies. There's no cookies. They are all sold.
Yeah.
And Snoopy loves to eat cookies. Snoopy loves to eat cookies. So what did Charlie do? Charlie says there's only one cookie left in the whole world. Just one. Yeah?
Yeah.
And what does Charlie do with that cookie? Where does Charlie put that cookie? Do you know what Charlie is holding? What does Charlie have in his hand?
Okay.
A cookie. And where is that cookie? Inside what? Inside the frame.
Frame.
Yeah, frame. Frame is the thing where you put the picture inside. So normally you have a picture and on the outside you have a frame. Yeah? Yes?
Yeah.
Hmm? Do you understand? Do you understand, Yuvin?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Okay, so here let's okay, let's look at this. A moment. No. So here we can see there's a picture. Can you see the picture? And in the picture there are two people, yeah, holding, like they are hugging. Can you see that picture? Can you see the picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the picture, and outside the picture there's this black thing. Can you see the black thing on the outside?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the frame. That's called frame. Okay. So this thing here on the outside of the picture, that's the frame of the picture. Yeah. Frame. So normally you get the picture and you put it inside the frame. Yeah?
Yes.
So here, for example, can you see this now? This? That's frame. There's no picture inside. Can you see any picture inside? There's no picture inside. It's just the frame. Frame. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, okay, so this, what was this?
Actually,
There's a picture, and where is the picture? Inside what? This here, what is this? That's the picture. Yeah? What is the black thing?
collecting.
Can you read what I just wrote? Can you read this? Okay, so there's the picture. There's the two people and they are hugging. That's the picture. That's the photo. And outside of the picture, there's the frame. Frame. Picture. You put the picture inside the frame. Yes, to decorate your house. You put it in your house. So here, this is not. This is the frame, but there's no picture inside.
This.
Hmm? Do you know what a picture is? Do you know what a photo is? Photograph? Yeah, a photo. Here we can see there's okay, so here we can see a photo of 3 babies.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see 3 kids, a picture of 3 kids. And outside of the picture, can you see the black thing? Can you see this black thing? Yuvin, can you see it?
The boy, 2 boys, and
Can you see the okay, what's inside this picture?
one picture at 3 people.
Yes,
And the girl and 2 boys.
exactly. Yes. And outside there's the picture with the 3 kids, and outside we can see there's a black thing, right? There's a black thing here. Oops. Oops. Okay, so outside the picture there's a square, rectangle that's black, and that's the frame. Yeah? Okay, so that's the frame. So going back to the story. No, not this one. So here, Charlie, instead of putting a picture inside the frame, he puts, what does he put inside the frame? This is the frame. There's the frame, yeah? And inside the frame, what is this? What is the round thing inside the frame? That's a cookie. Inside the frame, there's a cookie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Charlie gets, how many cookies are in the, are there a lot of cookies in the world? No. How many cookies are in the world?
1.
One. And who has that cookie? Charlie. And Charlie gets that cookie. And where does he put it? he gets the cookie and he puts it in the frame.
Rain.
Frame.
Rain.
Yeah, the frame. Here, he puts it here in the frame. Yeah.
Yes.
And he gives that frame. Who does he give the frame to? Charlie has that frame with the cookie and he gives it to who? Who is this?
Snoopy.
Snoopy. Yes. So Charlie gives the frame to Snoopy as a present. Yeah. He takes the frame with the cookie and he gives it to Snoopy. Yeah. So
Yes.
Snoopy takes that frame with the cookie back home. He's walking home.
Yes.
And he's feeling, how is Snoopy feeling?
Snoopy is. I have always put my
We can see Snoopy here. And can you see his eyebrows?
Snoopy is
Happy?
yes.
Can you see him here?
So
He's feeling sad. He's feeling a little bit sad because there's just, how many cookies are in the world?
yes.
How many cookies are in the world? Are there a lot of cookies? Or is there one cookie?
Is there one cookie?
There's one cookie.
Yes.
And is that a lot? Or is it very, very little?
Love.
One cookie?
Yes.
That's very little cookies. There's just one cookie. But Snoopy loves to eat cookies. So he's feeling sad because if there's just one cookie, if he eats that cookie, how many cookies are there? So there's one cookie.
One cookie.
But if Snoopy eats that cookie, how many cookies are there? Okay, so if we have one cookie in the world,
Yes.
but if Snoopy eats that cookie, how many cookies are there? Zero. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if he eats the last cookie, there's no more cookies. There's zero cookies.
Yeah.
And if there are no cookies in the world,
Yes.
he's gonna be very sad. Because Snoopy loves to eat cookies. It's his favorite thing, eating cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food. I don't know.
Okay. Do you like pizza?
Little.
A little? Do you like
What do you want?
I like everything. Do you like to eat do you like donuts? Okay. Do you like apples?
Yes.
Okay. So then you like to eat apples a lot, okay? Or I like to eat apples a lot. But in the whole world, in the whole planet, there's one apple. Just one.
One.
There's one apple. But if I eat that apple, how many apples are there?
Zero.
Zero. There's zero apples.
Yes.
So I really, really, really like to eat apples. But if there are zero apples in the planet, how am I feeling? How am I feeling? Do you think I'm happy? Or am I sad?
Pink.
Why? Okay, I really like to eat apples.
Yes.
Okay, so right now I really want to eat an apple. But how many apples are there? Zero.
Zero.
There are zero apples.
Yes.
So if there are zero apples, can I eat an apple? No. Because there's no apples. No apples?
Yeah.
That means I cannot eat the apple. And if I cannot eat the apple, I'm gonna be very sad. Because apples, I really like apples. Yeah?
Yes.
But there's zero apples in the world. Yep. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So how is Snoopy feeling? There's just one cookie in the world. But if he eats that cookie, how many cookies are there?
Zero.
Zero cookies. And if there are zero cookies, how is Snoopy gonna feel? Is he gonna be happy or is he gonna be sad?
Sad.
He's gonna be very sad.
Yes.
Because he wants to eat more cookies, but there's no cookies. So if there's no cookies, he's gonna be very, very sad and very disappointed. Yep.
Yes.
So okay, so Snoopy has, where is the last cookie? Do you remember where Charlie put it? Where did Charlie put the last cookie? Here. Charlie put the last cookie inside the frame. Yeah. And he gave, who did he give that frame to? Charlie put the last cookie inside the frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who has that frame now?
Snoopy.
Snoopy, yes. So Charlie put the last cookie inside the frame and he gave it to, Charlie put the cookie inside the frame and he gave it to Snoopy. So Snoopy takes that cookie back home. He's walking home and he gets home and he sits on the rooftop of the house. Yeah. He sits on the rooftop of the house and he's looking at the cookie. He has the cookie here. Yeah, he's looking at the cookie. He's looking at the cookie and again. And what does Snoopy want? Does he want to eat the cookie?
Yes.
Yes, he wants to eat the cookie. But he's thinking, if I eat that cookie now, there's gonna be zero cookies. And if there are zero cookies, I'm very sad. If I eat the last cookie in the world, I'm not gonna be able to eat more cookies. That's the last cookie. So he's thinking, he's very worried because he doesn't know if he should eat the cookie or not, But in the end, he decides to, what does he decide to do? Does he eat the cookie? Do you think Snoopy eats the cookie?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Snoopy gets the cookie from inside the frame and he eats it. And it was very delicious. It was very, very good. But how many cookies are there now?
0.
0. There's no cookies. There's no more cookies in the world. So in the ending, in the last picture, we can see that Snoopy still eating the cookie. Okay. He's eating the cookie. And what is he thinking? Oh, I can always put my grandmother's picture in it. In it is the frame. The frame, remember, he has a frame here. And inside there was the cookie. But he took the cookie out. So now the frame is empty. Yeah? And what do you normally put inside the frame? A picture. Yeah?
Yes.
So he says, oh, now the frame is empty. I have a frame, but it's empty. So I can just take a picture of my grandma, put it in the frame, and I can keep the frame with the picture of my grandma. I can have the frame, but with my grandma's picture. Yeah? Okay. Did you understand it a little bit? Did you understand the story?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah? So what does Snoopy like to eat? What does Snoopy like to eat?
Cookie.
Yes, Snoopy really likes to eat cookies. So there was just one cookie in the whole world. And what did he do?
Eat the cookie.
Yes, he ate the cookie.
Yes.
So how many cookies are in the world now?
Cookies are 0.
Yes, there's 0 cookies in the world because Snoopy ate the last cookie. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Well done, Yubin. Well done. Okay. So this is it for today. Get better, get a lot of rest, and get better. Yeah? Yes? Okay. So have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.